all roads lead to one place at the end of the day. So it's like knowing that and keeping in mind that everyone takes a different path, we all have a different view of the quote unquote journey. And it's understanding that and being able to recognize where we're strong at and what we understand, and understanding that there's so much more that we don't understand and that we can't even see, that we don't even know even exist. But deep down inside, we do know it is possible that it can exist because, well, I won't say we, I'll say me in particular, and people who may agree with me understand that in this place that we're in, anything and everything is possible. The movies that they show us, the shows, the cartoons, everything that we've been watching, they've subconsciously have been prepping everyone for this, you know? TV programming. Hint, hint. So, and not to say necessarily programming is bad. I mean, I guess you could kind of think of it as like, okay, I'll liken it to The Sims. So The Sims is basically a world player, I guess, game. You create your person, you could create families, neighborhoods, everything, and you could control their lives. So it's a simulated world, The Sims. So it's like the base package, and then they have expansion packs. So it's kind of like having to upgrade, essentially, install different things to get a better understanding and better view. But the thing is, your computer could only hold so much, So, yeah, if your computer could only hold so much, information, at some point you're going to run out of space and you'll begin to drag. And then it may start affecting other parts of your, like, quote unquote processing. But I don't want to get too deep into that. Like, right now, I feel like that was like, it's self-explanatory in my opinion. But I don't know, if you don't understand, ask. If you don't want to ask anybody, ask Google. The information is out there. Anything, like, you could find information right now to support any quote unquote like reality or quote unquote belief, So, and who's to say they're wrong? Because in this world, what I understand being here for as long as I've been here, I understand that basically nothing is as it seems. So just expect the unexpected. I don't know. Like, I have to upload this, but it's a pain. Like, even just technology, especially technology now, like, technology is acting like really, really funny for me. And at first, I was doing like the whole Android thing, but I'm like, I was encountering like some issues, like compatibility issues, and like just, I don't know, I guess just making like things difficult for me to do on the phone. So I ended up getting an iPhone, and I'm basically having the same issue. So yeah, team Android or team iPhone. I mean, I'm in the middle at this point. Like there's pros and cons. For what I'm doing right now, the iPhone makes things faster, but easier, not necessarily. I think it just makes things more, I guess, complicated in a way for me, because iPhone likes to auto store, or it stores things the way it wants to store things in its phone. And with Android, I like the fact that you can customize it, right? But you customize it, but you kind of like you get to know it, but like, it's easier to access. It makes things faster. So, you know, you give up one thing for another. And wow, yeah, okay, so this is all kind of like team Android and team iPhone. Like, what side are you on, right? It doesn't really matter. A phone is a phone. And they're both all these phones are getting very expensive. But, even though they have like expensive phones, technology is very easily accessible. That's why in this day and age, there's really it's just mask off. Like, all the information is there. Like, you can't hide. So what's the point of putting on airs, you know? As if, one person is better than the other. Nah, we both eat, sleep, use the bathroom, cry, love, get angry, get jealous, but that doesn't mean we have to do these things to each other. More importantly, we should be trying to figure out why we're feeling this way in the first place, and try to heal that. I don't know. Just, I don't know, just protect yourself, because spiritual warfare is real. Protect yourself by any means necessary. And I'm serious about that. Any meditate, pray, whatever, like you do, but ask God, Jesus, the ancestors, your spirit saints, spirit animals, your beliefs, what you do, right? And you ask them, like, like, tell me, what do I need to do? They'll tell you. And if you feel you need to get some pepper spray, a gun, do that. If you need to take some self-defense classes, do that. And it doesn't even have to be like more of a violent nature. I mean, if you need to get a gun though, if you feel that way, if you really deep in your heart feel that way, then go get that. We live in a free country, quote unquote, right? I mean, you can make it happen. And that's kind of what it's all about, not believing these self-limiting, imposed beliefs that people have put on you. Because as you can see in what's going on right now, things that people never thought would happen are happening. But it's kind of like, that happens every day, B. Like, are you serious? Things like miracles happen every day, right? So why did you think that this reality could have never came to pass? Maybe. Or, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this moment in time right now, because we don't know how things are going to turn out. That's that's a whole different story, a whole nother level. So, yeah, protect yourself by any means necessary. And don't forget to be the change that you wish to see.